We have a Lives Association to recognize. It's a United Ever Group of Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please rise to your feet as we welcome? Can you turn on the music? Ladies and gentlemen, can we all rise to our feet as we welcome the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alvin Sumani Kingsford Bagby. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Beautifully clothed in the rich regalia of the original Kente as Tugby. Tugby Awudome Nutapewala the first. Right Honorable Agwin Bagby, also known as Tugby Awudome Nutapewala the first. Yema. You are welcome, Right Honorable Speaker, to the House. Please keep standing as the Right Honorable takes his seat. He's been escorted by so many other MPs who will be acknowledged later. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Right Honorable Speaker, Alvin Sumane Kingsford Bagby. Hey, we also have Dr. Lecha, our Honorable Regional Minister of the Volta region here. Can you please take your seat? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dakaro Merkel at one lead me with the Avertuko. Dakaro. If you got Dakaro Merkel, if you can lead us.
Let us please be standing. Sing. Eve do conguti fafa lolo sason le meon. Mi wo de ka ya nye mi afe nguse kata peke. Mountain iradeji, mountain iradeji, waji, 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 fun. Eviao micho, 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 cholo, 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 cholo. Evanyiba, 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 miatwe.
Nyatape, Avenida, Miatoe, Yeta Mituga, Wayidaji, Alakabagba. Mishakwana Miano Kiola, Avenida Miatoe, Camera Community, Nonemia, Yabasafuga, Reverend Osai, Wako, Wanakoko Dakina, Yafato, Reverend Osai.
Rekumina mizokwera. Yehowa maoga mika fo mita penao. Be ekapomia no hu le Georgia nke Kesia. Ena Ceana fe azan dudu. Mi biao, Yehowa mao be na no mi adume. Na wo gbogbo, na no mi adume le wo na o katame. Be nusi henye tadoji nu ike mi ko dare mi ango be mi awo abe Ceana habobo enea. Hena evenyigba be nyonyo a na wa jeji wule ike mi bui ha. Abe wo gbogbo na no mi ame. Nunana yo mi awo egbe toa. Mi abe nunana mawa. Wa nye ku ike ate kunami. Jehovah God, we thank you for the Council of Ebe Associations of North. As we are gathered here in Georgia for our annual convention, we ask your spirit to be present with us. We ask that the vision, the goals, the aspirations, and all the things that Ceana purposes to do as a result of this convention's donations will far exceed our expectations. Last year, we asked that we cross 100,000 and we did even way beyond. Today, we ask that we will cross 200,000 this weekend. We prophesy that in Jesus' name. And I decree over anyone who gives that your gift, your donation to better Everland becomes a seed that will yield a harvest back to you. So before you give anything this weekend, I ask you to present whatever your need is to God. And I want to promise you that God, who would always fulfill his promise, would meet you at the point of your need. We commit this convention and the activities today and tomorrow into your hands, God. Be present with us. May your spirit hover in our midst. And may the bonds and the spirit of unity continue to unite us as a people. Aves, Ghana, Togo, Benin. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Reverend Martin Osai from Dallas. Where me a hugger 2 years from here. We have a chairman among us. Itaka Mako, Honorable Ho. The second vice president of Ceana, Dr. Kojo Akabwa, to introduce to us a honorable chairman of today's festivities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Dr. Kojo Akabwa.
Thank you, Mr. Piero. Hola. Audo Megbanto. Togwio, Mamao, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to introduce the chairman for the 30th convention of the Council of Airway Associations in North America, Ceana, hosted by the Airway Association of Georgia. Atlanta has made history again. For the first time in the history of Ceana conventions, we have a chairman of our convention. It's never happened before. And the person who will chair this convention is a man of. It's not easy to distill into a few words a 5-page summary of a person's accomplishments, but I'll try. He is a teacher, he's a lawyer, a politician, a friendly and unassuming, down to earth, approachable statesman. He was educated at the University of Ghana, where he obtained his Bachelor of Arts degree, Law in English, in 1980. He proceeded to the Ghana School of Law, also known as Makola, and was called to the bar in 1982 as a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Ghana. He also earned a postgraduate certificate in privatization of public utilities at the Eastern and Southern Africa Management Institute, SAMI, in Arusha in 1999. He also has an executive master's degree in governance leadership from JIMPA. For his outstanding leadership and lifetime dedication to public service, he was awarded a Doctor of Laws honoris causa by the University of Professional Studies in Accra in 2017. He won a significant number of national and international awards and he has served and continues to serve on many boards and international organizations. Just a few. He was a member of the African, Caribbean, Pacific, and European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly, ACPEU, from 2013 to 2015. Member of International Council of Parliamentarians for Global Action, PGA, from 2003 to 2010. A founding member of the Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption, GOPAC, from 2002 to 2004. President Standing Committee on Democracy and Human Rights of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, from 2001 to 2009. And he is currently the president of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. He's occupied this position since August 2022. And is the president of the Conference of Speakers and presiding officer of African parliaments. Ladies and gentlemen, our chairman is a distinguished public servant. January 1992, in January 1992, he became a member of parliament and won 7 consecutive elections. He was tired of winning. And so he decided to retire voluntarily as a member of parliament at the end of the 7th parliament of the Fourth Republic in January 2021. And he thought he was going to enjoy a quiet and peaceful retirement. But the members of parliament said, no, we want you back. So when his party, the National Democratic Congress, did not
a chair for a conference. I thank all of you for the opportunity. And may the good Lord guide us, bless all of us. And at the end of the day, I'm sure we'll be able to generate more than 300,000.
Miracle ka sha gbada zakani. Eba pe na mi. Eh. Kamaraku abale ke bi woni na miato vivi miano nyongu. Mi kwale si bi woni na. Miracle dakaro ewenye miaba designated kwa mistress de Miracle bado hada na miakata miada aloma na miano nyongu. Dakaro miaba designated kwa mistress. Waba yama have a how. Eh, yeta Miracle miakata minyajiji de. Eh, Dakaro do it am yahui.
Okay, this is the song that we cheer up and hug each other, and then we energize ourselves with joy to donate money. So please be ready to stand up if you can. And Mia actually ado bifire Mia no. Before
Yep.
Alessi wo nyeda. Mikpo
Alessi wo
nyeda.
Alessi wo
Divina.
Awo deka anonyile lolo me onipo alesi wole me alesi nyawezo awo benaviwo na awo deka nwanyele lolo me onipo alesi wole da nipo alesi wo vivi awo benaviwo na wodeka na nile lolo me omipo alesi wole da mi agresi wo vivi benaviwo na wodeka no anyile lolo me omipo alesi olweda mi palesi wo veve na o benaviwo na wo deka
Dr. Akpalo
lolo me bobo mi po alesi wonyo ida alesi wo vivina benaviwo
Yo. Enyo.
anani
Akpe nami. Miracle me nonyi. Mede kuku nami. Miracle me nonyi nami. Me nonyi nami. Akpe.
Akpalo.
Me magbachi. Miracle me nonyi nami. Enyo me nonyi. Akpe.
Nami lo.
Akpe gade nami. Miracle me nonyi. Akpe nami. Okay. Yo, akpe miracle me nonyi. Miracle me nonyi la. Me nonyi nami. Me da kuku nami. Me da kuku me nonyi. Yeah, me nonyi me adezo. Miracle me magbachi. Akpe. Kefifia welcome. Miracle me vaje Atlanta. Ke mi aho. Egbedona me tohiade cho. Mi have Atlanta president. Mada kuku. Miracle me nonyi. Ne Dr. Kojo Akabwa. Ne wado wizo tohiade nami. Ladies and gentlemen, the welcome address by the host association president and the second vice president of Ceana. Let's please welcome Dr. Kojo Akabwa.
Thank you. Togwi ni tefe wala awudome the first. Togwi o, mama o, again the guest of honor and chairman Togwi tefe wala the first. The Right Honorable Alban Bagbin, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, mayors of Parliament and Mayor of Chevier from the Republic of Togo. The guest speaker, Mrs. Beatrice Mensa Tayue, dignitaries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the AB Association of Georgia, Ewaga, I welcome all of you to the special 30th annual convention of Ceana. I welcome you with pride and joy as a mother would welcome her grown-up children home after a long season. For it was in Atlanta, Georgia, that Ceana was born in 1994. Welcome home. I stand on the shoulders of past presidents and leaders of Ewaga to welcome you. Leaders like Dr. Godfrey Abochi, Mr. Christian Adeje of blessed memory, Mr. Kofi Afeku, Mrs. Celestine Campbell, Mr. Edem Adachi, Dr. Daniel Move, also known as Iron Boy. Mr. Zeu Atipo, Madame Merinano, Mr. Achu Eho, Mr. William Kuma, and many others. Some of them are still among us. Please stand to be recognized if you're among us. Those who are still among us. How can we complete something like this without making a mistake? Mr. Regional Minister and Madam Regional Minister, you are welcome. Sorry for the omission. We also lost a member of Ewaga in the person of Miss Rita Etudosi Apenyo, a constant at Ceana conventions. She passed away in 2021, the first and hopefully last active member of Ewaga to pass away. Please let us observe a minute of silence for our past leaders and members who, after their hard work, have left us behind to take up the mantle. May their souls rest in peace. Ewaga was formed in early 1993, and we have been growing in strength and in numbers. Through the hard work of our members and leaders, we added about 45 new members to Ewaga since our administration took office about 16 months ago. That's about 40% of the current total membership of Ewaga in 16 months. Please, let us clap for ourselves. We now have a well-functioning website, ewaga.org, and we are hosting Ceana Convention again. There is more work ahead of us, even as we are making tremendous progress. Please, I would like all the executives of EWAGA and the co-chairs of committees to stand up for recognition. Well, as you can see, they are still working. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your hard work. Ceana conventions are a place where new friendships are made and old friendships are rekindled. It's our hope that the friendships you've made during this convention will remain forever. Please don't forget EWAGA and the 30th Ceana Convention. Our conventions are also fundraising events, primarily for Ceana's projects, which we undertake in Benin, Togo, and Ghana. You will hear about the many projects Ceana is planning to undertake this year from the Ceana President, Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. EWAGA also undertakes humanitarian projects back home. For example, in 2020, EWAGA constructed a 3-unit classroom block for the Bincha Basic School in Kwanta South District after reading a news documentary about the plight of pupils with no classroom blocks. Also, when we heard about the plight of fishermen in southern Ghana, EWAGA took action and provided them with canoes to assist them in earning their daily lives or daily bread. The need is great in our towns and villages, and we cannot forget them. Let me also add that EWAGA needs a meeting place of our own in Atlanta. Let me also add that EWAGA needs a meeting place of our own in Atlanta. And we are raising funds towards achieving this goal. The theme of this year's convention is empowering our youth towards innovative entrepreneurship in transformational agriculture. Africa has the youngest population in the world with a median age of around 19 years. The African Development Bank reports that while 10 million to 12 million youth enter the workforce in Africa each year, only 3 million formal jobs are created annually. Also, according to another UN report, the percentage of youth not in employment, education, or training was 35% in Benin in 2018, 25% in Togo in 2017, and 23% in Ghana in 2017. Let's put this in perspective. So 6 years ago, about 23% of the youth of Ghana and 25% of the youth of Togo were neither employed, were not going to school, and were not in any form of training. And these numbers were probably highly underestimated. So what have they been doing? It's common to see our youth, some with university degrees, selling dog chains and other petty items at Makola Market in Accra, Grand Marché in Lome, Dantokpa in Cotonou. Worse, some engage in illegal activities like Galamsey, Sakawa. The lucky ones drive taxis, aboboyas, and akadas. But very few of them go into agriculture. Our guest speaker, Mrs. Beatrice Mensah Tayui, has founded and managed several businesses, including being the CEO of Cybel Energy Ghana Limited and Cybel Energy Global. She will give us some insights into this problem. In our own special ways, let us encourage and empower our youth to go into business of growing and selling food. And let us make agriculture profession attractive, admirable, desirable, and profitable for the youth through practical government policies that revamp the image of farmers and facilitate and encourage the use of innovative farming practices and techniques. I made another mistake. I forgot to acknowledge in our midst the presence of Togbe Agbelom. Togbe Agbolom is a Ceana representative for us in Ghana, and he's a constant here at conventions, our conventions. He comes here every year and gives us money. Togbe, my apologies. Togbe, Mamao. Right, Honorable Speaker, Togbe Ntepewala. Invited guests, Madam Guest Speaker, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta. Enjoy your stay in the convention. Make friends here, and please come again and visit us soon. Akpenami, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Akpa, Mr. President. Marco Benemiga Joma mi agla da na ya ni akover G a meeting room lo. Eh, eba ye meeting room Jim. Menya ma. Marco Shakpa na mi aba honorable host, Vice President number 2 of Ceana and the President of Ewaga. Akpa ka mi ayida wanoji. Mr. Secretary, Marco Roko. To make this an official meeting of the FA Associations of North America, we want to ensure that we have maximum participation to have a quorum to begin. So I will now yield to the Secretary, Agbala, Ngana Ceana, Nuanam Misubo, Nemiatua Ayida Wanoji.
Akbar. So I want present from any association who is available today. Ever Alliance, hold on, no. Sorry. Ever Cultural Association of Alberta. Sorry. To begin, Columbus Ever Hababo. Ever Association of Charlotte, North Carolina. Ever Association of Chicago, Illinois. Ever Association of Cincinnati, Dayton. Ever Association of Colorado. Ever Association of Dallas, Texas. Ever Association of Georgia. Ever Association of Greater Boston. Ever Association of Houston, Texas. Ever Association of Quebec, Canada. Ever Association of Quebec, Canada. Quebec, Canada is absent. Ever Association of Washington, D.C. Metro. Anyo, Akbar. Ever Canadian Cultural Organization of Ontario, otherwise known as ECHO. Ever Hababo of Southern California. Global Partners for African Development. Lolonyo Association of North Carolina FS Raleigh. Novinyo Hababo of Delaware Valley. Novinsi Hababo of New England. Novinsi Association of New Jersey. United Voter Association, New York. Our last baby, for now, our mother is going to be pregnant very soon. A United Ever Group of Arizona. Last baby. Secretariat. Oh, sorry. See, we made a mistake again. We made a mistake again. Columbus, Hababo, Ohio. Ever Association of Cincinnati, Dayton. Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. I did? Okay. 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 Somebody confused me. Akpa. So let's go to Secretariat. Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. Second Vice President, Mr. Prince Kofi Bekuli. Oh, that's the first. That's the first. Second Vice President, Dr. Kojo Akabwa. Mr. Secretary, Patrick Ajadu. Assistant Secretary, Dr. Bernard Gadagbi. Financial Controller, Mr. Alfred Amuzu. PRO, Mr. Steve Day.
Masogbe.
Director of Administration, Mrs. Florence Loco. Mr. President, we have one out of the 20 associations present, and with all the secretariat present, we form quorum.
Akpe, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary, Akpe. Miracle Judge Abba, you have greetings from the mayor of Atlanta. Can we play that very quickly, please? 2 minutes. We are in Atlanta, and the mayor of the city has sent his special greetings.
Hello, Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens here. The City of Atlanta proudly joins you in celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Ceana Convention. The A-Way Association of Georgia and the Council of A-Way Associations of North America have made an incredible impact throughout Georgia and nationwide. We commend your dedication to ensuring young people of A-Way descent in our communities and the countries of Ghana, Togo, and Benin continue to thrive. Your educational, health, and economic programs have enriched the lives of countless individuals while also promoting the rich cultural heritage of the Awe people. I look forward to further collaborating with you and members of our African diaspora across the city as we work to strengthen these important global ties. Thank you for your unifying efforts and allowing Atlanta to host your gathering.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We do have some other distinguished guests here on the high table. Let me quickly acknowledge some of them. We do have from the far left, Mr. Kingsley Akwenda, who will be presenting on behalf of Dr. Martin Akwenda. We have Honorable Kofi Atto. For so many other positions that he has held, he's currently the Chief of Staff of our Right Honorable Speaker, a Chief Advisor, and many others. Please, let's put our hands together for this illustrious son of Ghana. He's giving me a list to go through. We have Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Badra, MP for Ho West and Chairman of the Volta Caucus. Volta Parliamentary Caucus is here in the House. Honorable Dela Sawa is in the House. Let's please put our hands together for MP for Pando. Honorable H.A. Nelson, Roxanne Dumefiakpo, Miracle, let's put our hands together. MP for South Dying. It's in the farmer comment and the man. Look at la farmer, yeah. Open ya the farmer point ya nyanu ke la farmer. Nyata fe. Honorable H.A. Nelson, Roxanne Nelson, the farmer po. Yema. Come here, farmer go try a minute, man. Honorable Jocelyn Tete, MP for Not Dying. Mr. Gerhard Manson is also in the House speakers from the Speaker's office. Mr. Justice Novo from the Speaker's office as a special PRO is in the House. And Mr. Charles Derry, he is a protocol officer of Parliament, is in the House as well. Mr. Dan Agboka, Michael, can you raise your hand, please? He's the Executive Director of Volta Development Forum. Madam Ivy Kwashi, former Executive Director and President of UVA. Efo Mauli, my former boss, who has done this several times. It is my distinguished pleasure to acknowledge him. Dr. Peter Nat Abochi, former president of Ceana, is in the House. I am being told that if the regional minister is in the House, he needs to be acknowledged twice. Please, let's put our hands together for our Honorable Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, and with the First Lady of the Volta region in the House as well. Let's put our hands together for them. Amivi Avogan, a delegate of the High Commission of Togo, Togolese abroad, is that correct? Ajo Agboglan, Mayor of Ziefe Bakula KV in Togo, is in the House as well. Zuefi and Kevi Alomema. Covier. Covier. Hey, Minya Ugalo. Covier, ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Covier is in the house. Yawa Winnie Dogbache, mayor of Parliament, is in the house as well. Let's give. I think all protocol observed. Is that correct? We also have Tugby brought on stage a special manye. Manye na akweli osa manye. Bese manye sho notalo e ihalem yadoma akpe. Ka Mr. President, Maraku Amasiama Sogbe. Ka Maraku Afono Namia. Let's please welcome the President of Ceana to give us a welcome address.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. PRO. Normally, when you are welcome at a home, you have to say something. You have to respond. I have a lot to say. It's in a magazine. So I'm going to say a few words today and say a few words this morning and say most of them in the evening. Yes, just a little, not too much, right? I know you want to dance, so we'll have plenty of time for dancing in the evening. I promise you that. Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament of Ghana, Mr. Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin, Togbi Awuduma Nutapola the first, Togbi Agbelom, also known as Nana Ofe Asamanin the first, our keynote speaker, Madam Brit Jones Mensah Tanwe, Honorable Regional Minister, Dr. Yao Richard Lecha, Your Excellencies, dignitaries, Togbio, Mamao, guest speakers, Council of Representatives, who we call, fellow Avao, and well wishers, all protocol observed. I covered everything. I welcome you to the commemoration of Ceana's 30 years of togetherness. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you all on this Labor Day weekend, the year 2023. I bring you greetings from North America and across the Everland, Ghana, Togo, and Benin. So, wherever you are, good morning, Ndinao, bonjour. I am very delighted and excited, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the Association of Georgia. As you have seen, they have done a great deal of a job, right? Let's clap for them. I want to thank the planning committee for the tremendous job you have done since yesterday or since Thursday. You've done a lot. We can see, everybody can see that you've done a lot. So congratulations once again. Conventions offer a great opportunity for us to take stock of the year's activities. Throughout today and this evening, you hear all the achievement that Ceana has done, all the projects that we have done before, and all the projects that we are currently doing. And I want to take opportunity to congratulate all of you, those who have given before and those who will be giving again, that without your support, dedication, and hard work, Ceana will not be celebrating 30 years today. 30 years in the existence of any organization needs to be commended and celebrated. So I want to congratulate yourself, congratulate myself, congratulate all of us that we've been strong for 30 years. And today we have 20 strong member associations. On this note, I want to congratulate the newest member of Ceana, United Group Arizona. Where are you? Please raise up your hand. Let's see. Congratulations. This convention, we are currently focusing on 3 projects. we are constructing EP Junior High School at Peki Jeko. Okay, sorry. All the fundraising team that you'll be hearing is geared towards this high school because it is the only high school that serves the whole community. So you can see the impact of what we are doing here today. We are also building a kindergarten at the Dodoma area. So this will be the only kindergarten in that area. Ceana go to places where things are needed. We go to places where villages people don't recognize. That is the essence of Ceana. We over here put our skills and talent and resources together and help those back home because we came from there. Eventually, one day, some of us may go back. So it is good that we try to help ourselves by helping others. The next project that we are focusing on will be a computer library, which will be in Klutu. So we cover the whole Everland. That's what Ceana does. So when we are asking for donation, don't think about your place from Angulaga or you are from Klutu, right? Think about the whole Everland. As you come here and celebrate, let's reflect and remember our people back home. Let us resolve the best that we can to develop our communities. No one is going to do that for us. It is our own responsibility to help our friends back home. We are gathered here for one purpose. So before I take it, I just want to recall a renowned Nigerian who said something that is very profound. So I'm just going to quote what he said. I think his name is Chinoachi, if you recall, right? The quote is in the magazine. I put it there so you can see. This is what he said. A man who called his kinsmen to a feast does not do so to save them from starving. They all have food in their homes. When we gather together in the moonlight village ground, it's not because of the moon. Every man can see it in his own compound. We come together because it is good for kinsmen to do so, right? We are here. We have chosen to be here because it's good for fellowship. That's what Ceana is. As you are here, enjoy each other, celebrate. Don't forget to have fun. You deserve it. Once again, enjoy yourself. We'll talk in the evening. Thank you.
Yo, Mr. President, but me no gajom, afi me no radum ano jijokpon. Maraku mi shakpe garena, me aba president. Akpe the president of Ceana, Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. Come, ask. Ka maraku mi nyaba amatohiado galemia doma. The high table agbakle, the second tier high table. Kama jagoma from the far of my right. Yeah. Mami Abba Darcy. Yeah, the chairperson for NDC USA, Lemia Doma. Afogan Basel, Ahiabla, national coordinator of the Volta Diaspora Caucus. Iha Lemia Doma. Afi Miaba project director, Afo Koshi Notekpo, Ceana project director, Lemia Doma. Le high table anto Minyaba. Afo Chenam, Akpalo, Lemiadum, Akpalo, Lemiadum, and Ufoganami. Afi Professor Lydia, Aziato, Lemiadum, Nufoganami, nye, the Vice Chancellor of UHAS, Lemiadum, Utroya, and Dia, Akpe, Ke Miaiji, Kefifia, Marakumia Yo, Mianovi, Kebia Fununami, and representing Dr. Martin Kwande to please deliver your remarks. Yes. Let's put our hands together for the first speaker, presenter of the day, speaking on behalf of Dr. Martin Kwande.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's still morning. Of Ceana, distinguished guests from all over Africa, welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. I am privileged and honored to be speaking here today on behalf of my mentor, Dr. Martin Kwende, who is from Cameroon, and I'm also from Cameroon. But it's quite an honor and a privilege. I kind of feel like I'm in the midst of in so much greatness, and I don't even know where to start. But I certainly appreciate the opportunity that you guys gave us to come say a word or two to the rest of African team. Now, forgive me because I probably didn't get the memo. Right? I walked in and I was like, why did my friend who invited me not tell me that I was supposed to show up? Right? And I felt like I'm like a fish outside of water. you know, but I am truly blessed and honored, and I count myself privileged. I am so grateful that I'm African. I don't know about you. I really am. And I think this is what makes Africa great. This right here. And the power of unity. The strength that we can foster when we come together. And when I began looking at your program, all the things you guys are pushing to achieve, some thoughts began coming to me. Because I believe we see this very common in every part of Africa. In fact, I'm curious. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What made us leave? Because we'll keep hearing that Africa is the greatest continent, right? And is the richest. But why are we leaving? Okay. All right. My brother did this. Right? Okay. So if I were to normalize what I'm picking up from the crowd is that it's opportunity. Right? Fundamentally, we left because of opportunity. I'm here to talk about why this is important from the point of this. One of our leaders said the goal is for this group and this organization to raise up to $300,000. And I believe that if that happens, we'll have new projects, right? Now, probably about 100 people here. What would that feel like if each of you were able to contribute $3,000 right now? That will give us the $300,000 that we need right now. So I'm going to do a quick exercise. And one of us have a phone. Your phone for me, please. And if you've been working in America for at least 5 or 10 years, great. I want you to enter in the, I'd like us to do the exercise, please. Take off your phone. I want you to type in your phone the most amount of money you've made in a year. You don't need to show anybody. Now, I want you to multiply that number by 10. What I made in a year, the most income you've been able to make, multiply that by 10. Now, here's the question. How much of that have you saved? Why? Zero? 1%? So it seems like probably at most 5%, maybe. Not even close? Okay, so imagine this. For the last 10 years, you've been working, you've not been able to save even 5% of your income. If the next 10 years will be like the last 10, how would that make you feel? How are we going to be able to achieve this? We left for opportunity, and there's a guy, his name is Steve Siebold, he said this. He said, wealth, and don't get me wrong, wealth is not all about money, but I'm sure you all would agree with me that it's good to have some, right? But he said wealth really is two things: mental toughness plus opportunity. When it comes to mental toughness, we already have it. As African people, we're mentally tough. There's nothing else that you can tell us that we haven't gone through or seen. The challenge is that we haven't found the right opportunities. So that's where I can help. And for the sake of time, because I don't have that much time, if you're interested and if you're open to understanding how you can make that part of your life better, let's talk, let's have a one-on-one conversation. In fact, because of that, my mentor couldn't be here because it felt like what he could share, there's not enough time to do that based on the time that it was allotted. But we're here to help, and we have to change that narrative here first. If we're going to help as much as we say we do, and we care about where we all came from, it has to start here. We have to start changing the way we think about what money is all about. And there are opportunities and strategies that we can leverage while we're here to really enhance the outcome that we want. Thank you.
Akpe, Merkumia Dakpe ni, Akpe. Mi fwa shikpe ni, Akpe. Me have a PowerPoint presentation day. Miss, are you ready for the PowerPoint presentation for Mr. Ceana? Yeah, Mr. Ceana. Ceana, Akpalo. Yeah, can we get a PowerPoint presentation for him, please? Ladies and gentlemen, America, let's welcome Mr. Ceana Akpalo Akpalo Ne Wafunu Namilo. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ceana.
Thank you. Good morning. Barakukunkwanya Chonam Akpelo. Many thanks, Akpelo. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin by celebrating the speaker, the chairman of the day. Last month, I was in your office. I led an AGI delegation to discuss the sensitive issue of sanitary pads for our women. Mr. President of Ceana, Dr. Chachu, members of the Ceana fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me. I would like to begin by thanking some few people who, through their instrumentality, ensure that I'm here today. Mr. Ajadu, the secretary for Ceana. Please, let's clap for him. Sister Pearl Setrana. Let's clap for her, please. Mr. Godfred Amponsa. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, you still can't find it? Okay. Yes, we don't have time, so I'll start. Okay. So essentially, but I'm going to be very brief, and the focus of today's presentation really is being able to mobilize investments back in Ghana. When the president of the Alana branch of Ceana was speaking, Dr. Kabwa, he talked about the issues of how the youth are struggling in Ghana to make ends meet. It is very true. Every morning, by 4 a.m., Go past the US embassy, you see a lot of young people. All of them want to leave the country. The Canadian embassy just set up an office at the Abelimpe traffic light. By 4 a.m., 3 a.m., long queue. All of them are waiting for visa to leave the country. The situation is really dire. And the reason being that the opportunities for work are very limited. So something ought to be done very urgently. And all of us have to be part of it. There are Africa, and Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria have a lot of opportunities for investment. Look at Ghana, for example. Justifiably one of the most celebrated democracies in Africa. We've got, from the Fourth Republic, very stable democracy. We have a lot of natural resources. Our people are highly educated. They speak very good English and very vibrant private sector. In fact, these are the things that investors look for to want to invest in different countries. And given what is happening in the sub-region these days, where every month you hear of a new coup d'etat and all of that, what's happening is that if we don't begin to provide hope for many of these young people, we will struggle to ensure, guarantee our own safety in the future. The focus for today is really 4 sectors that we're hoping to be able to mobilize investment for. I'll start with tourism. We have enormous tourism potentials. Every year in Ghana, for example, we have over 1 million people who visit Ghana for tourism purposes. But the reality is that our tourism is not developed enough to harness the potentials that tourism provides. Come to Volta region and see very beautiful topology, beautiful greening community. We have mountains, we have fountains, we have everything. But we need to organize it to put business around it so that we can harness the monies that come with tourism. And that is really lacking. The last speaker also talked about agriculture and the youth. Agriculture remains our backbone for a very long time. And it has to be transformed. It has mainly been subsistence, where you are just farming so you can eat. But we need to be able to farm for commercial purpose and export. Every day, we import rice from Vietnam, Thailand, and all of these places. And anytime we import rice from those countries, it means that we are creating jobs from people in that country, and we are denying ourselves jobs. Our lands are very fertile for rice. And so why are we importing over $1 billion worth of rice? Talk about technology. Technology remains the biggest gateway for making money. Most of the largest companies these days are in technology. We have enormous potentials for technology. Just last week, I was in Loudoun County in Virginia, and I was having conversation with the Loudoun County government. They are interested in setting up data centers in Ghana. What is important is the local participation, our own people to be part of it. Otherwise, what happens is that, yes, you see all of these investments, but almost all the monies are gone back. We're unable to return the monies in our economies to grow. The issue around fashion, beauty, creative arts are also very crucial. Our tailor and he's 16 years old. The potentials are a lot. Now, the issue is, how do we, all of us in the diaspora, get involved in supporting the growth of entrepreneurship in our country? So there's a Harvard group led by Professor Andrew Sagbekar of Harvard University, who created the technology and the platforms, the Votinum Fund, that allows all of us in the diaspora to be able to invest in specific projects back at home. And the whole idea is simple. Any amount from $100 to $1,000, you are able to contribute to investing in a project. And this is not money you're throwing out. This is actually investment. Because again, many of us would like to invest at home. But because of the bad experiences we've had, I mean, people send money home and the boys chop the money. and then they tell stories. Almost everybody here have had those experiences. The challenge is we don't have an organized mechanism to channel our investment. And this is exactly the problem we're trying to solve. So, so the idea is to be able to do that through small and medium ways by just clicking a button and contributing to a program. I'll just mention to you one of those projects that require investment. So this young lady, she's called Judith Atama. She finished Legon. She studied chemistry. After chemistry, she went to work for Forestry Commission for her national service. When she finished, there was no job. So when she approached me, I said, "Well, you have to start something on your own." So she went back home in Adaklu, started a bee farm, Anyi or. Now she's able to produce anchi, an organic anchi. Is that my presentation, please? Well, so she produces over 80,000 units of anichi annually, and she's selling in about 7 countries already. Now the demand is so high because of the organic nature of the anichi she produces. So she needs to expand her bee farm in Araklo. This lady needs about $50,000 to be able to expand her production for about 70%. These are the things that we're calling for. These are the people that we need to support. So the idea is that we help them create, streamline the businesses, profile them, authenticate them, and make them ready to attract investment. So for the folks in the diaspora, once they are able to put in their money, then we match the monies to the investment. If we're able to do this, you realize that we'll be able to create more jobs. Because this young lady, she's already employed 60 people, both in the farm and in the workplace in Accra. Imagine if she has the investment, she's able to double this employment. And this is really what we need. The issue around technology, because of the Russian-Ukraine war, most of the call centers that are established in Ukraine want a new place to relocate. And Ghana appears to be one of those great destinations because we have good internet, and then we have a lot of our young people who speak very good English, and that's very important for call center work. Now the investments are coming. What we need are the local participation, monies from local people, so that they can be part owners of this initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a code that I was actually going to project for all of us to scan and be part of this initiative and be part of the project to invest directly at home. The idea is to make sure that it's systemic, it's well organized, and everybody who participates will receive a return for their money. So that's the code. Please take your phone, put on the camera, and then just scan it. When you scan it, you have a 1-minute question to answer. The idea is that once we are able to establish this, a percentage of the returns will go to support Ceana work in Ghana. That way, all of us will continue to be part of the development of Ghana. I thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, kumi si akpena akpelo. Akpe. Merakumadon Kujinamba, we are live on Ceana Facebook, Ceana YouTube page, Global Pod YouTube, Ghana Agenda Facebook, Ghana Agenda YouTube. We are live on all these channels. Data America, you can tune into all of that and continue to view us live as well. Akpa Oba Yovugbaba Agbosuma Akpa Gakami Professor Lydia Pam no Abapu no Namide Leke a University Kogaji Ocholo Afudege Prof Merkuba Yovugbaba Agbosuma Akpa Gaka Me Kogaji Ochoa. Merku, let's put our hands together for Professor Lydia Aziato, the Vice Chancellor of UHAS. Can we please get her slides ready, please?
Thank you very much, Akpe, my honorable speaker, Awezo, regional minister, president, Kamagao, Amuticha, hey, talk back, Balo. Mama Otogbo. I'm very excited, very, very excited to be here. Mandak, when president, who I'm a gown, who inviting, I'm here to talk to us about Miao Deyingba of Yingba University, the University of Health and Allied Sciences. I have 10 minutes, so kindly alert me when I have 2 minutes to go. Thank you very much. Miao University Le Ho is the only state university for training only health professionals. Ghana, we have 16 public universities. UHAS, the one only for health professionals. In 2011, the law was passed to establish this university. 2012, you start. Me told the late presidents John Evata Tamos, Nami University, Ingba. So we started with 154 students. Now we have close to 8,000 students. Ta Miachichim. Miao University, Okokodamia programs, we have 22 undergraduate programs and 14 postgraduate programs and still counting. The medical school, Lemiasi dentistry program, first cohort, level 200. Miao nursing school, midwifery, public health, allied health programs, biomedical sciences, laboratory, the training, X-ray, allo imaging, physiotherapy. So just name it. Anything health is in that university. Pharmacy, let me see. So we are within the health space. I'll say a few things later, but let me just continue. So apart from the schools, we have institutes, the Institute for Research, then, so I don't know whether I should go a little closer. I cannot see from here. So if you can permit me to go a little closer. Thank you very much. So we have 846 staff across all the levels, from professors to cleaners. And I would say the majority of the, shall I say, the security cleaners more also the local environment. So we try to bring our own people to create jobs for the people in the area. In terms of students, I just mentioned that we have close to 8,000. So now we have 7,973 students across all the levels and the programs that we have. Fifia, Ameoke, Wu University of Health and Allied Sciences, no, since we started, they are now 6,324 within the space that we have operated. We have graduated these number of health professionals across the various disciplines. I've given the slides to the organizers, so you can see the number per discipline that we have graduated thus far. So this short video, if you look at it later, gives you the pictorial representation of the university. Mia University, I care Mia to Atamos, or start university. Unfortunately, we didn't have any infrastructure. Trafaga Konji, Onami Hodo, me manage, me start. And then Soko de To Nami Ayingba, Soko de is an enclave of different communities. So we have 702-acre land where the permanent site is. And then we also have 2-acre land at Podome. And we are yet to start that campus. We don't have infrastructure there yet. So we are located at the Hohoi Regional Hospital. And then the state also gave us 1,544-acre land, 20 minutes or so drive from where we are, and it's leafy and it's empty at this time. So we are looking for people who are interested in agriculture to start something on the land. The land is vacant at the moment. So this is what we have now with some hostel facilities, even though it is not enough, we have something on the ground. Because the time is short, what are our challenges? I am here because Menyabe Evanyingba Onami University. Let me adredo no one knew me on talk we adredo. The state gave us a baby, we help the baby to grow. So we have close to 8,000 students. Right now, we have only 2 hostels owned by the university, and that can take just about 2,000 students. Tamamloa, all the private hostel, okay? Now, the Chinese government gave us a 60 million US dollar grant to build another facility. So next year by May, June, at most, we'll move into that new facility. And it's going to give us space for another 2,005 students. No vade fikawa amlo. Tane, somebody is interested to have hostel facility in the university. We have land. So we can admit more. Then we have inadequate teaching and learning facilities. We don't have enough funding for research and scholarship schemes. But I've engaged a number of you, and I'm saying that in your local environment, then you can set up a scholarship scheme, and once the person qualify, I commit. No program because we have over 13,000 applications. We are able to only admit about 1,007. So disappointment rate is very high at UHAS. Okay, but if you have a scholarship scheme for your community youth, Nova Maho, okay, once we have a letter. So I was telling the president that Ceana and UHAS can have a collaboration, an MOU. So once there's a letter from a Ceana member, by Lydia Asiato, never or medicine, a qualified grade 7, my high school fees there for 6 years. Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, so we are in for that. And then the VIAWA, because all the programs are skill-based, and the why hospitals are maybe this year is not too good, it's too late. I bet not a bus, and you has but the VIAWA number, Konji, is also something that will be very, very helpful to the university. And then what specific areas am I looking at? Abe help to especially medicine students who know the 5th year. Or you know, they call it special elective, clinical elective. Once or more, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks maximum. Or however, I would another high developed clinical facility, Kwaga Tragbo. If Ceana members who are working within the health space, or even if you are not working within the health space, and you want to support 1 or 2, 3 of such students to have their clinical placement in the US, it will be very good. My son, who is at Legon, will be going to one of the Mayo clinics around Minnesota this year. The next Ceana members or you has medical student or what you call exchange program or any other health program will be very good. Sure, thank you very much. And then we also looking for establishing other programs in the university that our neighboring country can benefit from. So we want to have language programs. So, you know, our proximity to Togo, Benin, Nigeria, you can go by road, no flight. So we are looking for you to come and work with us. If you are here and you are in a health space, you are in academia, come and be an adjunct faculty. Then they go back 1 week, 2 days. About you has the view natural, you've heard they know, you know, from you. So we are looking for you to come in to help us. And so at the end, I think my time is almost up. We are looking for you to be part of a Vayingba University. Okay? If you come and do something, you want to name it after yourself, it's fine. Now, I never affair computer have ton. Oh, the view no ho akosronu, teacher no ho akosronu, akofianu. I mean, so at the end, I want to say that it is important to support us because so far we are doing very well. We are considered the best health university in the country. SCD3, we're number 1. This year, the national exam for nursing, midwifery, pharmacy for the whole country, you have students were first. Okay, so we are doing our best within the health space, and we're calling on you from our local environment. If I say local environment, you has le. Tamada kukuna mi avak pala you has. No abi, no anyako. Thank you very much.
Akpa Professor Lydia. Marco Mishakpa School Gadama Onye Miaba a Vice Chancellor. Anya school koko la Avanyigbaji Marco Mishakpa Gardening. Ka fifiami do Anita Mifa Afiado. Yenyeba Abaleka Professor Lydia Grina. In the Shada a guy okoko a warning. Ka fifia a hiaba miadashi kutokuoma na miakpada a Ceana. Itala makomokwa amayo a fonya Mr. William Kuma no wava fono nami. Gaka enjoy over ya mi jogagadao. Amoa biaba ka gagbogbogbo ya yo jode. Nukai mi kom kowom. Alo nuka mi kwe kowo. It's a four willy I share a short video as evidence show a gajojo ke mi jo. Ona mi nyaba yemi de Houston talk kwede mi angun mi jo over 100,000. Miaba gbedola Reverend Martin Osai ba mau ayirami miajo 200,000. Ke gamaude nukao mi kokoga akokowe. Fifi laya mi lepeki jake. Incho akomicho aduto. Vetu. Afike a next view namlo la aduto health clinic. Bicho afma miga vayida akachi ntoma vayida agode. Mianto mi kwaleka the view koba a school wo kokode agbama. Adroleta afuchi afiwa yida school. Mi anodo no inade vijiga do droleta akoko fuchi afi akoko yide donokoji ye mi kpede miaun mi de agode vetu a footbridge. Now marco mi for ashikpene mi ano kiola mi for ashikpe Willie Marco already yo Marco mi for ashikpene for Willie to take us through.
Afanyigba. No about Afanyigba me toy. Hallelujah. Afanyigba.
Miatoe. The fundraising committee, can you please get yourself ready with the envelopes?
Technical difficulties. So they're working on it. Bodo for Kajita. Nyamong foga fun diao. Aba amaro haham domya wum manana. Damyang foga fun crowd. The most beautiful things come from the Volta region. So are our women. I have two beautiful women that are going to be helping us this morning. I'd like to bring them on board to help with the fundraiser. So I can rest my voice a little bit this morning, and then I'll talk to you in the evening. Sister Mausi, Sister Akpeni. I did not make a mistake. I never make mistakes. At least when it comes to making a choice. Hello. Please.
Thank you. Akpa, Samaoshi no to hoalo.
Madam Kuku.
Marakama doga homa gba manyali.
Miadogbana.
Amachichio.
Amachichio.
Akpa.
Ka agama biamele boboy na nama.
Gamia biaga bobu ga ka on. Miawezo. Miaja gbadodo goma. Maraku miama ganto ba chovi. Ta miano joma babaga aro. Ababaga akpa yo. Ka regional minister. Wezo. Miadogba. Miapa MP Sokata miadogba na miawezo. Ceana president Dr. Chachu Maraku miadogba no. Former Ceana president miadogba. Pakpa yama chichio kata le japo miadogba na miakata. Togbi. Novia
Eye miedo wezona togbi o mama o. Association klola o kata novinyo. Fofo nyo. Miedo wezona miakata minyi bana mihe. Mianto minyai. Mabado fia yauragbe.
Ga sister Maoshi. Mito miadogba to hiare na mianovia anto ha. Mianovi sister Maoshi fifia azu mamaga. Tami dakpere tabi dakpa. Mama Saduji. Aka Empress Maoshi weva doga.
Nyaha majiba mado wezono sister Akpeni abochi amatafa owe gbona doga. Yawoda gbe mogbona mono very frustrated into because yamovwa be ahoko yukonya eyelash adekade. Konovinye anoyira gbonyo ko eyelash avatrere gongong ni. Yema bo wafo maroku madanya eyelash. Yema dikoda donkujija. Ko eyelash mimokwe donkwa yuko galon kujina mabala fia fifi lafia. Akpana mawu. Allo. Madakuku. Ceana fatado chinwenya ba. Miatu avaduko.
Yema.
Nungba time la fiado. Last year, me to bridge garden na godweto.
Yema.
Yeah. Maglobade. Na abonsamba afayama. Ma devi oma wo koga lechi mama. Ceana ta devi mao wagba chiga. Alo chiagba.
O chiagba.
O fagba chichita. Ma wo pagbere agbajinami.
Sister Maoshi nyamana gbofiare. Magbunyare tonchino.
Madakuku yiji.
Sonyan chutore kala fia. Ana mianya cho last year aidapa. Wo yiva to bridge wo the photo. Yo wakpada da reji ba ya dak pana Ceana ala ba ya pakazin raka kurechi mama vai. Tanya glom sister Maoshi la nyatape. Do here payama the vioma wo woma blava. Do here funore oko ina rekoji yo gava ku gaka miapa nuwo miapa lama sa ta amara kama kukuga la gode.
Amen. Amen.
Akpanami.
Barakuku mishi akpanami arokyo. Mishi akpa. Fifi life ya miako Ceana fatado jinwa ko iji.
Beautiful. Look, you're not beautiful of me.
Oh, and I got him on the bialo. Tugbaje,
tugbaje o le mia dome. Ga home. O le envelope da shi. Na gama la shi ofia o de atian pledge. Na gaha la shi ofia ha de. Na kwena mi. Mara kuku sister ma o yinara for me too ho. Sister. Oh.
Gajolo.
Pledge me hogger. Na Venmo. Elamiashi. Cash up. The fish up in the akweto. Elamiashi. Credit card. Elamiashi. Ta nyasala klanu polao. Biba mi ajagomade. Make la fia be anami 5,000. Mi chema mi raise. Aba mi double aga.
Akpa.
Mi double aga.
Oh, mi double aga. So, ama goma first afafewe. Talake mi akwa taroji nwenye neni. Akpa neni. Alo fama neni.
Aton.
Yema, mi for akpa mi aroko mi waga. Mi for akpa mi for
300,000.
$300,000. Mi waga. Mi for bien yava last year mi 100 ga kemi yesaba inflation vary. 50 asimiti bag ga kan no drame. Over 100 Ghana alo 120 euro fia. Tanemi flex bita last year 50 emi ko wa godreto. Afi aba pa ya ma la mi adobo ga. Afi mi aten flex mitia. Ta la ba mi ajagba mi adonu seun. Ta akpa alo fa neni. Aton ye ma mi waga akpa na mi.
Nyasela kula nupola abale mi nyana. Mo hodo dio shoji ya milo. Miva Ceana. Mi amado mi afia van for so many years now. Miss Ronjim gakami reka hapomo. Marakama mi agbo hapomo. Gakare. Mi ko garage mi gbona jojoga. Sister ya unu ko mafia marakuku mi post ronda. Ami enku kama akpana mau.
Nya popo nye mau.
Make la fia be anami 5,000. 5,000 marakuku. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Minami 5,000. Offer really me already.
You're ready. You're ready. Mark me.
Okay. Make it be anami 5,000 la fia. Mother kuku. Make it le brave. Look, you're not brave lover by me.
Canleto.
Okay. Who is a canleto over here? Who is a canleto?
Hey.
Afa wuli makura ba ya video na mi aro.
Video ya mi dam.
Me video dam.
Maybe aglonya viada cho video ang afi nya idea.
Aglonya viada cho video. Na me kwa amaba amuzukopa. Me wo project la amuzukopa. Afuma enya vijipa. That was the maternity hall. Me wo project agbota patu la amuzukopa la Togoma. Ayim Miawo bridge la agodre. Miawo suku hall vui. Okata ola video ma. Video ma bado kabao. Ta na ba mia magbachim. Ta sta mia mi noji na mia do fi video la ko. Manu.
Akpa akpa no. Yo maraku mia maga la ya fi mi atana mi akpa atonri amara atana mi akpa aton mi akojenu agomi mi kickstart ta mi raku akpa aton. Ye ja ko bi amiela mi ma we Ghana fun akpa aton kwe